All right, customer dropped this off to me today. I drove an hour and a half one way to come drop this off. He lives out in Casa Grande, and I guess out in Casa Grande, there's one guy that works on machines on the side. I guess this guy did him dirty. Bike doesn't run correctly. He said he did a bunch of stuff to it, checked the valve, adjusted the valves. This does have the dual carburetor, so he said it's dumping fuel. I asked him, if he had messed with it. He said no, but you never know with these people. They always tell you, oh, I didn't touch that, I didn't touch this, but in all reality, someone did something. So anyway, at this point, the bike is dead. I just have, it doesn't want to start. So that, and then it looks like we got some oil leaking down here and some oil leaking on the pan there. It's dripping on my floor. But I guess I bought this off Marketplace not too long ago. And they brought it all the way out here because they wanted someone to fix it. So I told them I'd give it a look over and kind of go from there. He did mention that this wheel here is kind of bowed. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's basically leaning in on the top. So obviously something's bent. I don't really know how far he wants me to go into that, but my guess is that upper control arm is bent. So, I can't really do anything with that unless he wants to replace parts. It definitely doesn't look like an OEM setup there. But, let's see if we can find a year on this thing, because he said it was like an 01. Trying to see if I can find a decal anywhere. I'll have to probably go off the VIN, I guess. I don't see any decal anywhere. But I'm gonna go over this thing for him. Just give him a rundown on what's going on. We'll kind of go from there. At this point, I need to get it up on the rack and get on a charger, or at least put another battery in it for now and kind of see what happens, if it runs or not. He said it was puking fuel out the carb. So I don't know if this thing sat. I don't know if the thing, who knows with this bike. I did notice this case saver. It's like missing a bolt right there. And there's all this oil over here. I don't know if that's grease or oil. It might be just grease from the chain, because the back looks like it's pretty greased up too. But there's wire hanging down, almost touching the chain there. So I don't know. We'll definitely have to take a gander at this one and see what's going on. So let's get this thing up on the lift and go from there. All right, let's get this thing on the rack. See what's going on with this thing. All right. I think we need to get a battery in here first, so we can steal one off that way. Put this one on the charger. right. Let's check the time here. See what we got going on. Definitely don't want to listen to that idiot all day. I don't think he realizes that he's not doing any good. He's just burning up some wood. Honestly, it's Mother's Day. Most people want peace and quiet, but this idiot's out there working. I mean, yeah, I'm out here working, but you know, I'm not making horrid, wretched sounds all day long. Some people's retarded children. All right, so I don't know how the heck I got this in there. So they just use the screwdriver. See, I don't like when people buy these acid fill batteries. Oh my God, I'm not listening to that all day. Sorry guys, you have to listen to that bullshit. I've been listening to it all day. You guys have no clue what he's doing. You guys ever have one of those neighbors that's just an idiot? I got one of those neighbors. Thinks he knows what he's doing out there, but I guarantee you he's fucking shit up more than he knows what he's doing. He's one of those nosy ass neighbors that we don't talk to anymore because he's so nosy. And he'll talk he'll ask you a bunch of questions, and then he'll gossip to the neighbors, and then basically just talk shit about everybody. I don't care to know him anymore. That's why I don't talk to him anymore. All right, this battery is not the right battery for this bike. Let's put this battery on the charger and see how that goes. Let's see if we can get it on the charge. Where are the cables for this thing? This is a nightmare in here. Everything's all tangled up. Let's see if this thing will take a charge. It says it's charged. Let's put another battery in here and see how that goes. I really want to get this cooler going again. Back this up. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys, but I'm gonna keep cool here some way or another. Alright, let's go with this setup here. Oh, screws. Battery acid on my finger or something. It's burning. A little leak there or something in my battery. It's no joke. You think this thing will run? I'm guessing whoever worked on it screwed it up bad. And then I asked him, I was like, making any abnormal noises in the engine? And he's like, am I ticking, knocking? He's like, well, after he did work on it, kind of making a knocking noise. I'm like, not like a valve tick, but an engine knock. And he's like, yeah. Great. Right. We got power now. Cranking, but she's not happy, that is for sure. Turn the lights off. Where's the choke on this thing? Oh, it's right here. Hey. I don't know. Fire up. Let's we're up in the air a little bit. I have to definitely pull these carbs off, but I need to pull the plastics off as well. Let's just take a gander at some stuff. Sure there's not a broken case or anything. So I noticed we got some oil leaking over here. I don't see any like broken, cracked engine case. I don't know where this is coming from. I'd have to wash it all off and kind of go from there. But see this case saver? I don't know if you guys can see this hole right here. There's nothing. I don't think that's the right case saver. That's not even, no. It's not even doing anything because you guys look, the case saver is past the chain. I got something leaking up there. It's like an oil overflow hose there. Got a bunch of oil leaking down here. Some oil leaking out there. Some oil leaking on the exhaust as well. But let's try to get this thing to pop off. I don't know if the idle's just not good. Let's see if we can get this, like, bump up the idle or something. She doesn't want to pop off. Something. Oh, is that oil? I don't know what that is. I think that's all oil. Yeah, it's just oil. Just pumping out of there. So I checked this dipstick. And let's go check it again. Apparently this guy changed the oil on this thing. Get you on the tripod here. I checked this oil when he brought it over and it was way full. I don't know if it's just because there's nothing running in. Oh shit, look at that. I mean, come on guys. I think it's full to the top. Like, I mean, full to the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like sloshing around in there. Let's see, get you real close in there. See it right there? See? Like, that is way over full. So I don't know what's up with that. I need to cap this off because this is making a mess. Get a drain pan under here. Let's grab a catch can. Catch pan. Ridiculous. I wonder if we have any compression. I'm really curious to see if we have any compression. I am so sorry, you guys gotta listen to that crap over there. This is horrid. There's some tape on there. Alright, I guess first things first is I need to pull off this front plastic and kind of go from there. So let me drop this back down. Drop this back down and kind of go from that point. Off. Let's get this plastic off. But let's see if we got spark. Just keep an eye on that spark plug. Good spark. We're gonna check compression if I can get this hose on there. Throttle open. Same reading. So let's check the valves. This is the top dead center. Kind of go from there. Oh boy. Stripped. Bust out the needle nut or the vice grips for that one. See what we got going on in here. A whole bunch of stuff. Alright, now I need to get the side covers off. That's always fun. Looks like someone already been in there, thank God. Got a Nishi head or a Nishi cylinder, so I wonder if someone's been in there. Someone definitely been in there. That probably is not good. Someone rebuilt this engine. Someone has been in this engine because that is a Nishi cylinder head. That is a get this at top dead center. Let's see what size that is. 17 maybe. Oh, bigger. 18. Yep. Top dead center here. Back down. Come back up. That should be top dead center. I'm gonna need my phone, so I'm gonna have to stop recording because I need to check these. But find out what year this thing is. Alright, so let's see what they are. This is the intake side. The intake says 0.09 millimeters. This is a 0.04, and that's not even going in. So the intakes are definitely too tight. So my guess is that's not right. So we need to be, we'll go 0.10 because I don't have a 9. The smallest one I got is an 8. So let's go 10. And we'll go ahead and loosen these up. Try to find which one is going to fit. Looks like that one will work with small top. Smaller one. Yeah. Alright, so if you ever need to adjust valves enough times, go with these. There's a set of 3. So they're universal tops here, so they're all marked increments a little bit. This one's got a flat head. This one's got the square, that's a little bit bigger. And then this one's got the square, that's a little bit smaller. So we need the smaller square, so we'll go ahead and loosen these up. And I'm gonna play with this, a slight drag. Alright, and I usually just leave it in there, snug it up just to make sure. Still got slight drag, still a little tight. Alright, that was good. Just pop that out. That's still, see it tighten back up. The only downfall is trying to manipulate it. So just try to hold the top open. See, it turns it just a little bit. So we'll go a little bit past, come back. Alright, so that should be good. There. Let's go on to the next one. Just kind of give it a little crank down just to make sure. Loosen this one up. Put that one in there. Tight. Too loose. Sometimes it can be tricky. So we'll go a little bit, back it up just a little. Tighten this. Tighten that. That's too tight. Can't push it. Slight drag. good. Just double check, make sure it's tight. It's getting a little dry. I need some more oil on there. Yeah, not like that. It's too tight. Like, it's all right. Check this last one. Too tight. Ah. Still. These valves aren't like the LTZ. You gotta re-puck them every time. Temperamental. It's too tight. a slight drag anymore. Just be a slight drag. That should work. Double check these. Drag. Seems tight, but let's go with this for now. Plug in there, so let's get a plug back in there. Oh, where's my plug at? Pleasure. Wherever I go in there. Back in there. And we'll just see if these intakes are good. If not, then we'll do the exhaust. Check the exhaust. You make sure we're on top of the center again. tight again. Can't fit anything in there. Honestly, I think I'd rather just do the puck style because these ones are kind of a pain in the ass. None of these are all tight again. All right, so I got the okay to tear it down. Basically, I charge $100 for diagnostic, and then anything after that is $75 an hour. So apparently, this bike has been in his possession for 5 months, and I do believe, if I read the text right, I asked him how many times he's ridden it. He said within that 2 months he's ridden it twice. And he hasn't been able to keep the bike running for more than 30 minutes. So I did notice that it's aftermarket. Let's get into this and see how bad of a situation we got here. So I'm gonna pull this off, pull it outside, drain the coolant so I don't get it everywhere, and then go from there.